Hello. How's it going? My little morning voice is in the pre-stream right now. Um, as I'm coming back with the waffles, I just noticed that there's a Duolingo character in the YouTube chat. Hello to that person. As long as you abide by the rules, we should get along just fine. Yeah, I slept in a little late. That's probably why I sound a little tired. But I'm sure if I get some caffeine in my system, everything will run smoothly. Yeah. Uh, I just realized I don't even have the puppet set up, but that's okay. The puppet's not really here in the pre-stream anyway. The puppet's here now. It'll show up in a bit. But yeah, I don't mind just hanging out in this void, if that's alright with you. Hold on. Hanging out here in the void. Let's see, where's that little in the void? I love the reverb. It's funny. The little alarm is I know it's not really like loud, but yeah. It is a little noisy. Why is this reverb channel like squished all the way to like a corner of my monitor? That's very upsetting to me. How do I get OBS windows unstuck from corners? Hold on. I'll tab. I don't think that really did anything. Um, what the hell? Yeah, I got this little reverb channel like stuck in the corner. I don't know how to get it out of there. Hold on. I thought I had. I don't think I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just stuck there. I don't know what to do about that. I'm afraid of closing this like side window because I think that closed to OBS before. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, I could just turn the plugin off if I want to, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of a load-bearing plugin right now. Oh, I could just, yeah, never mind. I could just close it uh through OBS itself. Never mind. Yeah, for some reason the interface is just shoved into the corner. I don't know why it did that. Uh, anywho, anywho, I got some waffles here, so I'm just gonna enjoy those. I also get like the tools I'm using for the solo RPG set up as soon as I can. Yeah, there we go. Because I decided to take them out of Google Docs and put them into put them into Obsidian because I think well one I don't want to use Google Docs anymore. Two, it will probably just be a little bit more convenient for me to have everything on screen that I need at that time. So yeah. But yeah, I think I've also made some adjustments to some of the rules that I've worked on last time. Because I feel like the assist dice rolling was a little too convenient. So I've modified that a little bit so it's a little less abusable. I mean, I didn't win uh last time anyway, but it's just something I think about. Yeah, to be entirely honest, I didn't even I don't think I actually yeah, I don't think I have set up the stuff that I need for character creation. Um at least not in a single detailed way outside of Firealpaca. I should probably I mean I think the stuff that I've written in the Firealpaca format should probably be transferred to like something a little bit more legible, something with in clear in more verbose but useful language. All right, I found the thing. Yeah, I'll show this off as soon as I can. Just need some patience. Oh man. Oof. A piece of waffle fell onto the floor. That's great. I'm just gonna toss that. Just a just as a bit of a personal timer. Just Just gotta put this here. Actually, let's be a little fair. Let's... I feel like if I'm not ready by noon today, I don't know what I am. I just need a little bit of a setup, a little bit of a wake up call. Uh, I guess I could at very least be in the hangout spot. Just make sure the puppets load in. Hello. God damn it. I keep forgetting that OBS doesn't like it when I use hotkeys. Hi. How's it going? I'm just gonna have the lights off while meeting. There we go. I still don't have an eating animation. Just a little bit more convenient to do it this way. Something I've been thinking about that I think would be very funny, but it's not really like the most healthy thing I could have the puppet do, is like have like a little cigarette animation, and maybe set up like an alert system where it's like every time it's pressed, it plays the 500 cigarettes meme, and then the puppets just smoke. The puppets like forced to smoke like a filter that makes it smoke 500 cigarettes at once. I think that'd be funny, but I don't know how much effort I actually want to put into that. I think it'd be silly. Uh, okay, so just a few more bits of waffle left. Oh, so yeah, um, I finally decided to make a short using the Twitch live stream stuff. Speaking of which, yeah, that's up. That should be up. Oh yeah, hold on. I should probably set up the Go Live Blue Sky thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yippee. Ah, man, streaming is exhausting. It's fun, but boy, does it sap a lot of energy out of you. Ah. Right. So what I was gonna say is yeah, YouTube Shorts. I personally don't like them. I don't like the thing about them. And even if I'm making like short videos, I don't like making the stuff vertical as opposed to horizontal, because it's like that doesn't... Well, yeah, it's a little bit natural on like phones, sure, but I don't think it's natural for like wider screen stuff, like what you're seeing here. What you would normally see here. Um, but yeah, I just I don't really care for it. But I had to make one because somebody well, Rahisaurus, specifically, tried to do like a clip of something on my last stream, and I was like, oh yeah, I would love to see it. Where is it? What is it? So it's like I had to guess with like what that would be because I couldn't see it for some reason. So I just Actually, come to think of it, maybe it just needed like extra time to set that up. Yeah, I still can't see it. I don't know why. That's so weird. That's really weird. I don't understand it. But yeah, I had to make it up myself based on like, oh, what could have that possibly be? Because it's like I assume it's like if somebody else think that should be clipped, then it's like, yeah, yeah, probably should. So that's what I did. Honestly, it's a good bit. It's a really good bit. I should probably keep that in mind in the future for like making stuff like that. Probably would make the thing a whole lot easier, especially considering, as it turns out, yeah, shorts gets like a lot of views, like crazy amount of views, which yeah should uh that shouldn't really surprise me, but yeah, uh gets crazy views, so yeah, I guess I really should consider doing that. Um, but I also don't want to. It's like I don't want to make shorts. So it's like now I know how to make shorts. I still don't want to do it. I don't so yeah, it's like I don't mind if people are like clipping my stuff. Hell, it's like you could screen record like anything that I do on stream and just upload like the clip to like your own channel and just do whatever you want with it. Edit it, clip it out of context, remix it. I don't really I don't mind. You could do that. Um, I would like to see it though. It's like I would like to see. It's like, wait, what was this bit? Oh yeah, that's funny. Or it's like, oh yeah, I did do that. It's like, or it's like, uh, uh, oh yeah, that's a thing I did, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of it was kind of dumb of me, but yeah, I don't mind if people did like clips like that. I don't mind if people like clip my content or whatever. It's like whatever. It's a live stream. My only stipulation is no AI. It's like you could do whatever you want with it. Just don't put AI in it. Don't put Gen AI in it. Just make it your own. Make it your own. You make the YouTube short. Um yeah. I also don't want to do a TikTok. I want anything to do with TikTok. That just sounds like hot garbage. I miss Vine. I'm gonna say it. I miss Vine. I miss him. I miss him. All right, my waffle's done, and all I've got left is my coffee, which I think I'm just gonna take a shot of this stuff now. Ugh. Okay. Blah. Yeah. Blah. Cool. All right. I think with the coffee is like I could just like sneak in a few sips here and there that I don't think people would really notice that much, but eh, might as well just. Yeah. So I see the appeal of YouTube Shorts. I see the benefits of it. I understand it. I still don't like it. It's like if I okay, let me explain my personal philosophy when it comes to streaming and content creation and all that stuff. The moment I start treating it like a job, it's not fun anymore. The moment I am doing it for views and funny number going up and monetization in a way that is like I only make the content to boost numbers, it's not fun anymore. It's not fun anymore. No, I would no, it's like don't get me wrong, being paid to do this stuff would be great. I would appreciate donations. I would appreciate some kind of income return for this. That would be amazing. But the moment like I am only considering making something for that explicit benefit, I'm just not having fun with it, and I don't want to do it anymore. It's like I don't want to like even if this does become my job, I never want this to feel like a job. It's like I see stuff like in the YouTube like goal path stuff. It's like, oh yeah, here's something where you can set up like a merch store, turn your viewers into customers. It's like I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. It's like I want viewers to be viewers. I want my audience to be my audience. It's like, I mean, if they want to buy stuff, that'd be fine. But like, I don't know. Maybe I just want to be entertaining. I just want to have fun up here. Just want to do some stuff. It's like, what would be the point of, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I just wanted to make content, I could just like create like a nameless AI channel. Like that's not gonna be hard to do. That's gonna be like stupid easy to do. But I don't want to do that. Like if I wanted stuff to like boost views and stuff like that, I would just do the content that boosts views. The only reason it's like I want to keep doing like art streams and stuff because not because it's like, oh, that's suddenly becoming my most viewed stuff. No, it's like I want to make art. I want to make stuff. I want to do stuff. I want to do stuff that's creative. You know what I mean? Like, why would why that? I don't know. It's like if I'm just doing stuff for money, it's like I'm not gonna be happy about it. It's like I need something that satisfies my soul in some way. It's like if I can't get something that does that, then I don't want anything to do with it. Oh God, that came out of me. Um, yeah, I was like, yeah, if I just wanted to like get the highest viewing stuff, I would probably just like focus on like what's trending and what's the most trending thing, what's the most popular game at the time, and all that stuff. It's like I don't want to do that. I don't care if my stuff bombs. It's like whatever. I had fun. It's like I mean, hell, I'm playing all the Half-Life stuff. It's like yeah, it's kind of popular, but maybe like more so a few years ago. I don't care. I don't care if it was popular a few years ago. I don't care if it's popular now. It's like I'm playing Half-Life games because they're fun. I play games to have fun. Crazy concept, I know. Just gonna get another swig of this coffee. Um, but yeah, it's like I don't mind if people make clips and stuff like that. If you want to make YouTube shorts off of my thing, go for it. Hell, you can monetize off of me. I don't care. It's like I don't care. Hey, it'd be nice for me to see some of that money. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't know. If you want to start like a big channel to like feed yourself, like whatever, it's like I don't give a shit. I mean, I've got like what, hundreds of hours worth of content at this point. You could do whatever you want with that. Season 1 is free. You could do whatever you want with Season 1. But yeah. Anyway. Um, let's see. It's almost 10 minutes past noon. I just realized. So let's just get the lights back on. And let's try to get started. Welcome. Welcome to the Puppet Theater. I'm your host, Anthony Panics. And today we are gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna be hosting a solo RPG session. I've got my own rules set up, and I've got my own method of like character creation and plot lines to just kind of go through my own thing. So we'll just go to the TV room where all that experience will be most convenient to set up. So, okay. So I've got a little bit of Firealpaca here. Just for the character creation rules that we'll be following through. I will one day have a document on itch.io that has this and some clear language for all this, but in the meantime, this is just what I'm going to be using. Just gonna squish that to its own corner here. And the next thing I would like to have set up is something a little different. Something a little bit different. And that is a capture window for Obsidian. Let's see. Can I get a capture window going? I guess that depends if like, do I want, yeah, I probably don't want this full screen, so I'll just, yeah, hold on, I have an idea. So yeah, window capture, oh, yeah, before I do anything else, I gotta turn off some states. I gotta turn off some states, otherwise my puppet starts doing some weird stuff as I'm typing, and I don't want to do that. It would be funny, don't get me wrong. It's just not really the intention. Okay, there we go. All right. I should probably have some water. Hold on. I say all this and oh yeah, I don't even have water on me. Oh no. That's not good. That's not gonna be good for me. Well, let me get this set up. Obsidian. Select a specific window to capture. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay. Alright. Obsidian's on display. That way I can have as many of the rules that I need at a given moment. I think filters would be... I think having some filters on this would be good, though. At least a few. Hold on. Something that keeps things in a little bit of proportion. Let's see. Okay. Effect. Crop and pad. Let's see. Just gonna square this off. Yeah, there we go. Doing that. There we go. There we go. And yeah, no, that the top there will be fine. That will be fine. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That looks nice-ish. I mean, it'll work for our purposes. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All the way up there. Firealpaca can also just be set there. And I think the only thing I need is maybe just a display of our random number generator. Let's see. Just gonna put that to the side. Just so we've got that. Hold on. Some additional properties. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we got our character. So we got our character creation. To that. To in the Firealpaca there, as well as like some extra stuff. In Obsidian. That can help with both generating goals, but also just maybe giving us some free names as soon as we need it. All right. Let's see. I think we'll also need. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Yeah, we'll just keep this here. We have a bit of a genre list here because that's gonna be the main informing thing for what our game's gonna be focusing on. And I've kind of set this up based on the genre conventions as observed, we'll say, in Suede or Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. And I've tried to organize these in the best I can to arrange them. And they've got like these add-ons here that make a little bit more sense to me than what is officially established in the game. But it should be useful in terms of like, oh yeah, probably should consider that when going with this genre. So yeah, that'll be a D10. Now, to establish our random number generator, which I think we'll just have to find online. Let's see. I would like a dedicated program that's just sort of like, hey, I opened this up to roll dice. I think, I might, I'm trying to learn Godot. I'm sure you could do that in Godot. It's like a random number generator is like, oh yeah, a dice roller or something that draws cards shouldn't be that hard to figure out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have to borrow somebody else's tech. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. See. Yeah, I do believe it was through roll a die, so I'm just gonna. Cool, cool. All right, nice, 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 nice. Okay, and here's our random number generator, which just gonna shove into the corner right here, right here. Um, Yeah, I think I could probably delete this one since I don't need it. And that's gonna be it. All right. I don't think yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us for the moment. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. 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 So, now we've got all that set up. It is almost an hour past what I was supposed to start at. I think we should probably get started. Um One thing I will be addressing right away is yeah, so all this is the organization of the character creation. Um, I'm sure there's some extra character creation stuff I should consider adding to this. But I've also got this like extra rule stuff here about the support system and how it is written more in a way to be slightly less exploitable than I did last time. Again, I did not win even as I was exploiting it, so it's if anything, this is just gonna make it harder. But yeah. In the meantime, we're going to try to figure out what we're gonna do from here on. Let's see. Ba 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 ba. So yeah, it's like if in order to figure out like how many points we're gonna be needing, I still don't think we're gonna be putting in veteran stuff yet. But I may consider it. I think season should be fine for now. But again, that might be based on whatever genre we decide to get into. So let's figure out what that genre is going to be. And to do that, we have to. So the genre convention to the side is based on D10s. So let's. Um. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think cool. All right, so we've got 3 here, and that's going to be under hard fantasy. Which we can either go with either dark fantasy or low fantasy. Okay, I'm gonna need a reminder of what the hell that even means. So I'm gonna pull up my little document. Thingamabobs. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So I think it would be better explained in the Fantasy Companion. Okay. Setting rules. Fast villainous convictions and yeah, remind me, what did I roll again? Okay, I think it was a 3. So dark fantasy or low fantasy. Okay, let's see. Um, this should be in alphabetical order. Dark fantasy. This type of fantasy genre intentionally blends in elements of horror, pitting humanity against creatures of the night, madness, and human frailty. Or perhaps even horrors from beyond time and space. These worlds often have a gothic feel and may include technological and political advancements more in line with the Renaissance than the typical medieval feudalism or fantasy fiction. The characters are typically reluctant heroes thrown together by desperate need or the fate of a loved one. Their foes are tragic figures themselves, perhaps destroying the world to avenge some terrible wrong, or otherworldly beings attempting to change the landscape in some fundamental and deadly way. Magic, magic might exist, but it's usually evil or at least risky. Used only by dark witches or cultists. Divine power is often portrayed as the only reliable supernatural tool available to the heroes, but is largely subtle and reliant on the user's faith. Those who fight against the knight may those who fight back against the knight face spiritual as well as physical peril as they battle horrors lurking in the primeval forests, haunted manor houses, and graveyards full of groaning undead. Yeah, so it's pretty bleak. Something out of Curse of Strahd or Ravenloft, to be specific. Okay, so that's that. But what about low fantasy? Low fantasy. These type of fantasy stories are generally more grounded than others. They revolve around the actions of very mortal individuals, deal with moral ambiguity, and rarely offers clean solutions. Often the lines separating heroes from villains are gray at best. The action takes place on small, almost personal level, involving the hero's daily struggles. Sometimes there might even be an overarching threat, such as a growing threat of war or devastating plague. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't relate to anything like that in the modern day. No, that's that's uh that's a little out of scope. Anyway, but the characters don't have any political clout and are not in a position to make far-reaching changes. They can only influence what's happening on their level, and any greater benefit that might ripple outward from their action is a rare achievement or happy accident. Magic in these kinds of stories, if it exists at all, is dangerous, scarce, or difficult for the heroes who are rarely worldly or ambitious. In fact, they are often thieves or lowlives, forced to make hard choices for survival, uh, even as they hold contempt for the forces that keep them there. Okay, so not too different, but not too different from Dark Fantasy. The main thing is like it's less supernatural and just more like life sucks. I think we can probably look at the examples provided just to get a clear idea of what they're going for. For Dark Fantasy, the examples are Mark Lawrence's Broken Empire series, Stephen Erkin's Azalian Book of the Fallen series, Glenn Cook's Black Company series, Michael Moorcock's Elric Saga, the Dungeons and Dragons Ravenloft series, I called it, Warhammer Before the Age of Sigmar, The Witcher, Legend, and The Dark Crystal. Yeah, that I agree with. The Dark Crystal, kinda. Yeah, I mean, I mean, eh. I see where they're going with that. I don't know if I necessarily agree with. Oh, I just realized my mouse is just kind of showing up on there as I'm reading these. Yeah, let me just adjust the properties. Ah, what what the hell? Hold on, that's not supposed to be there. What? No, just stick to the dice roller, jackass. That was weird. Anyway. Anyway. So there's that, and for the low fantasy, they offer examples of Frizz Leberts, Lemon, uh, Lackamore. I need to read. Hold on. Lankamar books. George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire, the First Lost trilogy, and other works by Joe Abercrombie's uh, The Thieves' World series, edited by Robert Asprin. So I think in theory I should like low fantasy stuff. I think in practice it's not really something that interests me all that much. I like my fantasy worlds with vampires and monsters and stuff. So I think we're gonna go with dark fantasy in this. However, knowing this stuff about low fantasy will, yeah, we can see that there is a little bit of an overlap between the two. The main difference is the supernatural. Um, which is why I have it under the category of hard fantasy. Hard fantasy just means like shit sucks. All right. So that does inform our character creation. So let's see. We're gonna have a new tab for a new story. We're not gonna title it yet because we don't know the name of our character. But we do have Bach the Undyne here. As a bit of a reference. If you don't remember who Bach the Undyne is, check out my last stream on solo RPG. So, we're gonna go with dark fantasy. Oh, excuse me. And yeah. Life sucks. Everything is hard. Monsters lurk the night. Vampires, werewolves, and dark witches and other horrible things. Faith. Let's see. The divine may only be effectively wielded by the faithful. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go with a guy. We're just gonna go with like a regular guy. No magic. Or at least no magic that's gonna be like super useful to us. Because I think from what I understand, there's like some backlash stuff that kind of occurs with it. I didn't write like any specific note for like the add-ons here, but I think that's just like, you know, from what we've read, from what I've just like read from both genres, magic's not going to be super useful. So this time we're not going to make a magic user. We are going to make our character seasoned, just to give ourselves like a little bit of a backstory. They're not going to be veteran. This is not a superhero. Okay, so name, we'll figure out a name later. Season. The character will be seasoned. Fight, investigate, negotiate, temper, and we're just gonna copy that. And we'll figure out what those modifiers are in a bit. So let's just check our character creation. Okay, so since we're going to be seasoned, we're not going to be stuck at 2 points, even though technically that would just be the normal guy. We'll give ourselves 3 points, and the only reason we're up we're leveling up to this is so we can benefit from a backstory, and this backstory should help us inform what kind of character our character is going to be. Otherwise, none of this stuff is gonna help that much. Um, and because magic is gonna be unreliable at best, we're just not gonna we're gonna opt out of arcane talents, even though this section I do believe would be very cool. All right, that all being said, um, yeah. So we've got fight, investigate, negotiate, and temper. I think temper is going to be one of those things that's important, so we're just gonna add a +1 to that. Negotiate. Being able to talk things out in a tough environment, I think is going to be super useful. Investigate. Yeah, I think if we're leaning into monster hunting at some point, that would be useful. Fight obviously would be super useful, but I think just to keep the edge of horror in the vicinity, we're going to opt out of it just to give ourselves that much of a nerf. Um, it's not going to feel great, but I think this is the more believable route. We might change these details and talents later if we decide to have a little bit more fleshed out of a character. Okay. Anything else we should probably concern ourselves with? I think human by default makes the most sense here, since we're not going to be something that is going to be supernatural anyway. That being said, I will roll for this just for the sake of rarity. But I think it makes sense that this character would just still be human. But I want to say at least I tried. So D6, and we're going to roll 3 of these. Go. Huh. Okay, so we got a 4, a 4, and a 2. Okay, let's remind me, what does that look like again? Let's see. So for the first category, it's a 1 to 5 to be human, a 6 to be like any other ancestry. So yeah, it's gonna be human by default. Yeah, hold on. Let me fix my eyes there. That being said, I do like to look at the other numbers just to see what could have been if it was like a 6. So 4 would have been let me just look at Firealpaca again. 4 would have been some kind of mammalian carnivora species. Uh, so that's interesting. We could say maybe some latent lycanthropy or lycanthrope ancestry if we really wanted to. And if happened to be a 2. And if this also happened to be a 6, horn, tusked, or reptile. So, yeah, I suppose we could also interpret maybe some sort of like infernal stuff with this horror setting. Um, a little bit of lycanthropy, maybe some distant infernal ancestry, but yeah. In the meantime, that's just a what if. We're still gonna go with human. Okay. What else? Now we just go into the backstory of this person. Their origins. So we've got positive upbringing and negative upbringing. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Just need to roll 2 of these dice. Okay. 2 and 2. Alright, has easy access to firearms, might be super useful for, has easy access to firearms, Renaissance era tech. So yeah, guns. Yeah, I mean the medieval era is a very vague, long-spanning period of history that spans over at least 1,000 years, if not just give or take a few centuries. And a lot of stuff happens within just like a century of stuff, let alone 1,000 years of stuff. So the technology of, say, the year 200 is going to be different from the technology of the year 1200, for example. Um, Even though it's often like conflated for like one or the other, it's really not the case. And it's also different from like region to region. The the technological advancements of, let's say, uh China in the year 300 is going to be a little bit different than the technology of the Mayan Empire in the year 400. And it's going to be different from the technology that was developed in Europe in the year 1200, etc., etc. We're just going to assume Renaissance, medieval Europe era, just for the sake of stuff. Um, I think most dark fantasy stuff tends to gravitate toward that anyway. Um, though I do believe that there is like supernatural horror stuff that goes on in Asia and other parts of the world. I'm just doing this out of my own personal convenience because I've never done research on that. So, that's a lot of yapping just for one line. So let's move on. Two, has dependence. Has dependence. Um, let's see. We'll put a note. We'll put a pin on this to figure out what is the most important person of this character's life after we get into their backstory. Maybe maybe the character themselves isn't a lycanthrope, but maybe the dependent they're taking care of has like signs of the beast or something. May have signs of weak lycanthropy. Question mark. Shielded from the public. So easy access to firearms and has a dependent. Maybe yeah, so we might have another character that grew up in a bit of a military background, possibly a child soldier, we don't know. Let's see. Um right, personality and all that stuff. Let's see. We can roll for this. We can also choose these personality types at the bottom. Obviously not the top one since we don't have any points in fight. But let's just roll one die for personality just to see what we get. Okay? And that's 5. Rogue, greedy. Interesting. Interesting. So we don't have somebody that cares too much about like pleasing other people as much as they seek self gratification. This doesn't contradict the fact that they have a dependent that
they care for and look after, that could still be like done for selfish reasons as well. Um, you know, a strong connection to family tie, you know, personal, their personal belief for family could still it'll be like, selfish. Um, and hell, it's like, that could also be motivation of that could also be like a compounded with you know these can also compound against each other with their motivations. Why are they robbing this place? Oh, so they have like extra funds for themselves and to take care of their dependents. So yeah. Anyway, I like that. I like that. I think this goes into like our fun little blend of like life sucks and we have a bit of a thief character. And much like thief characters, they don't really, while they can be good at like sneak attacking and stuff, fighting is probably not going to be their strongest suit. That being said, maybe I could remove the temperament here and replace it with something else. Um, we'll see. Okay. I think another thing we are missing. We're missing something else. Right. Ba-ba-ba. I was about to go into the desire, fear, and secret, but I do believe we have a bit of a backstory to get into. So, yeah. Let's see. 4 good events, followed by 1 bad event. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we roll 5 dice in this particular setup. Okay, so 2, so 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Can call in for, let's see, 3 fa favor favors. I could also like convert 2 of those favors into like a ally, but I don't know. I'll decide on that later. 1 signature item. I have to think about what that's gonna be. Maybe I think considering this is dark fantasy, could be like a crucifix, a holy symbol of some kind, a holy object. Uh, Maybe just holy water. You know what? Let's just call it holy water just for the sake of it. Holy water. Vial of holy water. I don't know if that's how you spell vial in this context. I'm just typing it out. Okay. And framed for something bad. Accused of the practice of black magic. Falsely accused of the practice of black magic. That's not how, let's see. Okay, there was an E in there. Fuck my life. Frame for something bad. I think this like I put a difference between framed or earned a bad reputation. It's like you were blame, you took the blame for something, even though you didn't do it. Falsely accused. Falsely accused of the practice of black magic. Might have something to do with the dependent, which doesn't really help the case at all. Um, but yeah, this is not exactly going to be a world where people really listen to reason. Hell, the real world is not too different from that, as much as I would like to believe otherwise. I want to believe in the good of humanity. I really do, but it's very hard. I am American, by the way, so that's informing a lot of that. Say, if anybody happens to hop in that's not from the US, is your neck of the woods like also this insane? Or like I just want to know if like this type of insanity that we're dealing with is universal or not. I really hope it's not. I I am hoping that this is like a special case of like stupid dumb shit and not just like, oh yeah, like everybody's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, I guess that's also why I like dark fantasy. Mainly because it's like it's a way to talk about these things in a more metaphorical sense and just I don't know, maybe maybe feel like some small things could be done if not the entire thing can be fixed. Just something. I don't know. I also maybe just like vampires and werewolves and stuff. That's just that's just a thing. Okay. So yeah, that's why we keep those numbers from before, just to give ourselves some ideas to influence like maybe some of these other things. Um that could be a detail that I could write. It's like, yeah, roll for this and even if you do get with the default, you can still use the other rolls to like maybe inform some other ideas because I think that could be fun, especially within the context of like what your given fantasy is going to be. I mean, hell, that's how we got like this thing going on because like Bach ended up becoming a waterbender because one of the roles would have led to like I don't know being an aquatic creature. Uh, Obviously that's not where we went, but we still used control water for that. Okay. Now that's our let's see. Let's see. Right. We still need to give names to our characters. So I suppose it doesn't really matter like who accused them or why they just got accused. We're still gonna need like a still gonna need to pull up a random name generator. Just for this. Okay. So, um, yeah. Anyway, this was pretty easy to set up. Oh wow, I'm still not awake. Oh yeah, wasn't I gonna get some water? I probably should get some water as soon as I'm done with the character creation. I think as soon as like I finish up the character creation, we'll get to like the arc stuff. Um, After like a short break, probably like a 5 minute break. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Da-da-da-da. We already did the season background, and yeah. Desire, fear, and secrets. Cool. I do believe, yeah, we got this going for us here. We do have this. I'm gonna put this with the random number generator thing because that's just makes sense to me. And plus it helps visualize what I'm trying to go for. Okay. So yeah. Um yeah, deepest desire, yeah, that could just be like, oh yeah, greed and the character's greedy, but it's like what do they want? What they want in life, what do they want to do? And sometimes that's like, what is their ambition or like what is their like goal in life? Or like was the goal of this character? That's kind of like the purpose of setting this up. It's also good for making NPCs. Guess that helps. Okay, so reconcile with a person, write a book, make friends, solve a mystery, see the world, take a new direction in life, find out the fate of a family member, find true love, overcome a death sentence, or find a lost lover. Well, we certainly get a few different ideas for that. Let's see. Falsely accused and let's see, overcome a death sentence. Could be. I mean, we could also have like a cure for the lycanthropy, or like undoing a bad reputation. But sometimes this can help. Oh, god damn it! Oh, oh man! Nearly sneezed my brain out. Um, but yeah, I think sometimes like putting in something that's a little bit like out there could just get the ball rolling. Um, hmm. Maybe reshuffling these and just get some other ideas. Spread chaos? I don't think so. Find a purpose, reunite with a family member, consume everything. Find a purpose in life, do the right thing. Reach the promised land, change a law, forgive someone, or protect their honor. Um, eh, I don't know. That doesn't really I still don't really see be remembered, explore the unexplored, to fit in, spread chaos, feel like they're worth something, protect the peace, end suffering of all, rid the world of evil, uh, lift a curse. That's probably that's yeah. I think that'd be a good one to use. If not themselves, then for the dependent. Cool. Um, I think there was something about like looking for a fear generator at some point. I don't see. And phobia generator. Right. Oh, that's Okay. What kind of phobias do we have here that could be useful? Fear of the elderly, fear of flying, fear of the elderly again, fear phobias, fear of being scratched. I mean, that could, I mean, you know, gothic horror setting where it's like, a scratch might be enough to cause an infection. That's probably reasonable. Fear of radioactivity, x-rays, fear of phone calls, fear of heat, fear of bad breath, fear of fish, fear of firearms. That's not going to be super useful, but this might be. Maybe a little too common of a phobia. Fear of being scratched. But yeah, let's recycle it. Nyctophobia, fear of darkness. I mean, also kind of irrational phobia. Fear of dogs. Kenophobia. Cleaning, cattle, claustrophobia, germs, youth, fire, new things, worms. Actually, this might be interesting. Fear of worms. That might be a that sounds pretty unique. It's not so often that it becomes an issue, but it is something that could be possible in a dark fantasy world. I mean, how many there could be graves that just are filled with worms. So maybe not a grave robber, but like, God help them if they have to like rob a vampire's tomb and hoping that the tomb is clean. Yeah, yeah, that'll work. Okay, neat. Uh, okay, and lastly, we need a secret. So let's work with our secret. Okay, 6. Either your phobia is embarrassing, you have the hardest. Either your phobia is very embarrassing, or you have the hardest. You try your hardest to maintain a fearless persona. Who's scared of worms? I mean, yeah, that I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. I think we could also maybe stretch it to like worm-like creatures as well. Maybe include some snakes in there. But yeah. Uh, uh, cool. Okay. Nice. Um, Now let's try to get some names generated. If we can do that. Let's see. Can we get some dark fantasy or gothic horror names or gothic names? Let's see. Dark health, death, death worm, demon, da, 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 gnomes, gnolls, ghosts, spirits, gargoyles, da, 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 da. Heroic. Horse names. Yada yada yada. Da 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 da. Dragonkin. Ah. Well, I guess medieval names would work. 10 random names with a title to fit almost any person with the medieval era. We'll probably won't use the title, but the names themselves should be fine. We'll call the dependent Leo. Because that guy has a sense of humor. Remont. We'll name our thief Remont. 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 The thief. Why is it asking me to correct that? Did I spell it wrong? No, I didn't. I'm not correcting it. I'm not correcting this. Okay. The other characters we could probably use. Let's see. Colin. Petbold. And Garner. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Nice. Wait, what are those numbers doing down there? Okay. Sure there's more stuff I could probably elaborate on, but I think this is good. Good for now. Um, let's see. Yeah. Arc. We go. Mm. Mm. I should probably get some of that water as soon as I can. Okay. We got our character, uh, Remont the Thief, and yeah. Honestly, keeping that temperament there is pretty good, and I think, yeah, negotiation also works, pretty good as well, and yeah, we've got some investigating going, and yeah, even though they have access to firearms, I think we're still gonna keep that low. Maybe going off the misconception that those firearms make most fights easy, um, that they don't really compensate with actual fighting ability. Uh, Himself. Because who knows? It's like maybe Remont shares the same like weak lycanthropy curse as Leo does, but who knows? I mean, they were accused of like practicing black magic, so maybe they feel like they're just unlucky. So that could be it. Anyway, um, I'm gonna take a quick BRB so I can get some water for myself. I won't be long. I mean, it's just getting water. So, short break. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I got my water. Should wake up a little bit more. There we go. All right. Let's get back to it. All right, here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so now that we got our character set up, let's try to establish. Yeah, let's establish an arc. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's just gonna be a lot of 2d6s. So, all right. So, snake eyes. All right. So what's the trouble? What's the trouble? Retrieve the MacGuffin. I see. Cool. Probably an item of value or something along the lines of let's see. Why did I write this down? Oh yeah, just trying to add some like context to what the mission could entail. I'll probably finish it up. I'll probably finish it up later. Let's see. Okay. Right. So complications. So yeah, just 2d6 for these. So 6 and a 3. So 6 weather. Okay. Daring today, aren't we? The other one was a 3. So misinformation. Again. Very daring. Oh, at least this time it's MacGuffin. And anything else? Personal issue. So 3. Disease. And if we got personal issue got me into trouble. Personality got me into trouble. Let's see. Disease. Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good. Okay. So how did I handle this before? Da-da. Cool. All right. So, let's try to look at our character, look at the favors, and try to consider what kind of stuff we're going with. Okay, so hmm. Trying to think. Trying to think. It would be very easy to say the MacGuffin has something to do with like curing a curse, but so let's just say this is probably something that, hey, maybe one of the call-ins is like, hey, I'm calling in for a favor of my own. One of the let's see. Let's say Garn. Maybe this would be a good idea to actually give our three NPCs some personality as well. Let's give them some personality. See if like any of them would be willing to let's see. Let's see. 1, 1, and 6. Okay. Remind me, what does 1 mean on a personality? Amorous, Bonvoyant, Bonvivient, Bonvivant, and 6. Cool. Alright. Their secrets. We'll roll for their secrets. Alright. 6, 6, and 2. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's let's see. Would Garner be the real name or would Clarembont be the real name? Which one because those are both good names. Or Steve. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Wally. Wally's a pretty pathetic name. Cool. There we go. Yeah, and let's see. Um yeah, that makes sense for a judge character, so let's see. And we've got two Bonvoyants who are just everybody's just like kind of going fake until you make it. It's pretty pathetic. Um There we go. There we go. And the phobia generator. Why would that be that? I mean, sure. Sorry, just it's very unusual. Um, hmm. We'll give oh yeah, like we'll give the stupid fears to the two goobers here. Let's see. Fear dentish. Fear of frogs. Nudity. Imagine being amorous but also being afraid of naked bodies. That is also being afraid of sex. I don't know which one is more funny. A hopeless romantic that doesn't want anything to do with like sex. Horny but afraid of naked lady. That actually is very funny. We'll give it to this one. Find excitement. Well, they'll yeah, sure. All right, and yeah, our last character should probably have something that's a little bit more reasonable. Um uh how about this one? That's a pretty common one. High anxiety. Yeah. Yeah, now we got three NPCs that yeah, two of them are just like yeah, yeah, I think this is very funny. This is very funny. Um not sure what the stolen item's gonna be yet, but yeah. Outer yeah. 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 That'll do it. That'll do it. Let's see. What would be the misinformation part of it? What did I write for last time? For an idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. Anyway. Hmm. Huh. Was there anything else to the arcs that I need to elaborate on? No. No, I think that's about it. Okay. So there's some misinformation going on in there. So let's see. Reason the item was stolen? Agents working inside. Prizes within. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, so yeah, I mean Garner's probably aware that there was a stolen item that needed to be retrieved, but why was it stolen? And why does Garner care about it? Well, Garner, I think maybe Garner was made aware of a job, but couldn't do it himself because, fear of heights. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not going up there. No way. You do it. You do it. You do it. And of course, an incentive for the greedy Remont to go up and steal this thing back. Because it's like, yeah, Remont doesn't really care about justice and honesty like that. Garner does. Quote unquote Garner. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all we can really do with this until we actually start with the scenes. So, like, oop. Uh, no, well. I accidentally closed this by mistake, but it's like I can open it again. Cool. Yeah. Neat. So we've got our stuff here. So yeah, so yeah, Rema the Thief is trying to like retrieve some kind of thing from the tower. Oh, yeah. reason the item was stolen. Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, what is this item? A gem? Some kind of portent? I don't know. It's a MacGuffin. I mean, what the MacGuffin is probably isn't important. What's important is what it is and what it does is probably not as important as like you know the fact that it's somebody values it, somebody stole it, somebody's using it, and yeah, that's the point of MacGuffin. It's like yeah, people are making a hullabaloo about it. Okay, all right. So, ba, 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 ba. Oh yeah, so I set this up for drawing cards because of course I did. Hmm. So let me rectify that by setting up a card drawing thing. Random.org. Cool. I think I want 3 cards from one shuffled deck. I don't think it really matters like what the suit of it is as long as like I get like the value of it. So I also think maybe like Jokers make me draw twice for something, but I really don't remember. Let's see. Fours, five, tens, eights, teens, yeah, we're not gonna include jokers, so just gonna draw the cards, and yeah. We got a king, a three, and another king. So, workstation, three, merchant, trader, and vehicle collision. Okay. First scene is workstation, local merchant or trader, and vehicle collision. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna really help the situation at all. Um, I'm just trying to think of like what exactly is this going to lead into. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up some oracles and PDFs on my low machine here. See if that helps. Yeah, the solo game loop and what was the other thing? Where's it? Desired scenes. No, wait, that's the wrong one. That was the supporting sheet. This is the actual this is the one that's gonna be like part of the Oracle stuff. Right. Setting the stage, rolling tables, get ideas. Where am I? What's going on? Is there danger or tension? 3 important details and move on. Right. So, assuming we are, is this gonna be a in media res thing, or is this just sort of like a, is this the context to the mission itself? Because this seems a little odd. I'm just trying to think of like how the vehicle collision got here. It's like, what is the involvement of the characters? Can a vehicle collision be caused? Let's see. Um, Hold on. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It's like, is our character here to cause the vehicle collision, or was the vehicle collision already happening? Maybe it's like an active trade is occurring between the main faction of the tower and some incoming raiders. A cart is parked nearby, precariously at the edge of a ramp. Startling the animals may cause an incident. Hold on. The flies are being shipped from the carts into the workstation in the tap. Cool. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. So, what's Remont gonna do about this? So there's weather complication. There's not a lot of information going on, and then there's like some plague zombies. Um, Hold on. Are the plagues? Let's see. If there are, let's see, any participants diseased. We're gonna roll on this oracle here. I'm gonna say it's I'm gonna say if there's plague zombies about, it's about, yeah, I would say it's like eh, less than or equal to 3 in nuance. So okay. I don't, yeah, we'll keep that up. We don't need this. We don't need this. And we don't need that. Okay. 2. Okay. So alright, less than or equal to, let's see, less than or equal to 3, and that was a 6. So thankfully no. Or at the very least, none of them have the plague. So, yeah. Um, hmm. Okay, so what would be what is the shipment? Well, I guess would it be clear if is it clear on what the items of the shipment are? I would say this would be a little bit more likely. Um, though, I mean, I'd say this is about 50-50 as well. Just due to the fact it's like, it's like, I think under normal circumstances this would be likely, but since it's raining, it's about 50-50, so, yeah. Oh, and there you go. And the nuance is at 4. No nuance. Let's see. Yes. And okay. And yeah, just let me get back to the solo generation here. Um oh, yeah. I guess the question should be less about like what the items are and rather do they look valuable? Do the items look valuable? Because this would be something that Remont would care about. No. The traders distracting shipments. The traders, if the traders and faction members distracted, uh, that can allow Remont to slip through undetected. Uh, I would say, it's a little unlikely. I would say it's unlikely in this case. Like even if it's raining, it's like just seeing like some rando just like pass by, it would probably be unlikely, and it is not in a meaningful way. Not in a meaningful way. Um. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting there's like a nuance roll that I should pay attention to. Not in a meaningful way. A At least a handful of faction but okay, cool. Now. Now. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, the activity's there, and there's some like very skittery hunts and stuff like that. Um, would it be one of what would be the best way to get those horses like scared off? So it's like one thing is like maybe like make some kind of loud noise. Obviously like a direct walk up and just like, freak out the horses would probably be a terrible idea. I'm just trying to think what would be the best stat to use in terms of like hiding behind something and throwing it. Um hmm. Ba-ba-ba. Huh. Huh. Why does this seem important? What is the goal here, and what stands in the way? Well, yeah, I mean, we wanna get Remont inside, because it's like, well, yeah, climbing the tower probably would be a possibility if it wasn't for the fact that it was raining. So trying to slip into the tower itself, would be the better idea. Um, so da 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 da. Da. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, I mean, I think in terms of using the horses as some kind of distraction, obviously the failure would be is like, oh yeah, not only did you wreck up their stuff, they're aware you did, and now you got like another issue. So I would think maybe maybe investigating some means of like cover. Yeah, investigating like some means of cover and a tool that could scare off the horses. Maybe something. Yeah, maybe just something like a rock. It's like, is there cover? Yeah, could we investigate some kind of cover system that would allow the character to like throw a rock from a safe distance? So let's just try to work off of that. I think I have my own take on this. So da 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 da. Investigate. Um. Oh, yeah. No, investigate wouldn't probably not be the right way to go about this. Huh. Okay. It's like I guess yeah. Damn. Is there a cover? Is there a rock? Is there a Is there underbrush or a tree or a boulder to hide behind and throw a rock at the animals to cause a scene and avoid detection? I would say it's like there would have to be something that would allow you to hide behind. So I would say at least likely, even if you can't like see it immediately. So let's roll for that. God damn it. No, you can... no, there's... No, there's no way to do it without drawing attention to yourself. Would crashing the cart allow access inside? This would have to be very likely. Okay. And 5. Yes. Definitely at the cost of starting a chase. Do it. Onto the art and or he now has pursuers. Cool. Yeah, Remont's just gone, fuck it. just charges in. Fuck it. Okay, cool. Now, next scene, chase through the tower. I'm just gonna go again with these cards. 6, a jack, and a 2. So, 6, illegal goods. Illegal goods. Jack, security patrol, and a 2. Bizarre cultural performance. Huh. Alright, it appears that within a section of the tower is some illegal contraband, and that the local traders were likely trying to get their hands on in exchange for supplying the tower. Okay. So, yeah. It is now on high alert after the collision. Cool. Yes, the workshop appears to be a room where some strange ritual event is taking place. It's not magical, not seemingly magical, but not seemingly magical, but strange, but strange, never the less. Cool. All right. So, yippee. So our goal is to get past this scene and try to get into the room with the MacGuffin. Remont must get past the performance up the tower towards the MacGuffin. So yeah, we gotta. So yeah, because there's no like chase modifier thing, we have to get it a bit creative with like how Remont's gonna get his way out here. Remont can suffer 4 failures, but needs 3 successes. All right, so that is our condition. That is our condition. That is our condition. Cool. Cool. All right. All right. So, now, fighting's off the table. Our character doesn't fight, and our character's in the middle of a chase. So, we need to figure out, like, what series of actions Remit could do to, get, get the hell out of this, scenario. Can the contraband be used as a distraction? I mean, might as well ask, right? I was gonna say it's gonna be highly likely, like very likely. I'm thinking it's like just grabbing a bag of cocaine and throwing in their face. Um, so yes, that is a yes, and since there was a rule 2, strongly yes, can easily be grabbed and thrown at the guard guards. I'm gonna say that doesn't even require a roll to just like grab it and. So Remont does so. Um. Does that seem too easy to get an automatic success for that? Does that seem too easy? That feels easy. Like I I feel like that would be too easy to just like toss a cocaine thing at a toss some cocaine at a guard. Um. Shit. It's like, would that be a fight to like throw at him? Damn. What did I write down for that? Yeah, there's no rules for throwing. I didn't write any rules for throwing, so I'm just kind of um. Yeah, you know what? Strong. Yes, since it was like a roll of strongly, so it's like, yeah, Remont does so. Uh, incap. Does so, instantly incapacitating at least one of the in the pursuit. One of the guards in so Remont does so. Instant. Two other guards remain. Two other guards remain as Remont makes his way through the performance, the ritual round, the ritual floor. Okay. I'm gonna ask if there's more illegals, if there's more of the same contraband in this room, and I'm not really expecting it, to be as forgiving as that. So, I'm gonna go with just four likely, and no. Let's see. There is no additional contraband in this floor. Remont will have to be a bit more creative here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Mm-hmm. um, is there a big enough group for Remont to blend into? I'm gonna say this is going to be on the, four or lower likely degree. Oh, yeah, I kind of forget there's no nuance to that. Okay. No, not a chance. Hmm. Well, do the performers look to be as strong as the guards? I'm going to go on a three or lower with this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did I... Wait, shit. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. It's like I should have asked like, oh, are Do the formers look to be as strong as I should have asked if they were weaker. Damn it. Yes. Unfortunately. Ah, damn it. Yes, unfortunately. Uh Possibly stronger. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe. Maybe. Uh hmm. Hmm. Is there some kind of hole that could be used to No, no, no. Hold on. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Um okay. Shit. Um could the performers be tricked into fighting the guards? I'm gonna go with a 50-50 on this. Hope for the best. Oh, yes. Yes, they are up to be irritated at any reason to interrupt their performance. Oh, yeah, I should probably pin on this. Are there any diseased participants? I'm gonna say this is about. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is likely. Gonna say this is likely. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, there is a plague zom. There are plague zombies present as part of the performance. Cool. All right. Yes. 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 Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. 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 So here's where the plague zombies are. Okay. Okay, Remont, you're gonna have to think your way out of this. Um, you're gonna have to think about. Okay, so what is Remont going to? What is Remont gonna say to these performers to say or do to trick these performers into attacking the guards and just getting them off his back? Okay. All right. This is going to require something of uh okay, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. All right. Okay. Okay. So that's going to keep the difficulty low. I just need to think of a good way to negotiate. a good means of negotiating this. Oh boy. Let me remember the support rules. I don't think Remont's gonna get a lot of support here. But yeah, so ba, 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 ba. Yeah, there's no assistance on this. So, uh Remont's gonna have to think of something here because he is just sort of like charging through. Oh, um oh, Remont attempts to convince the participants that the deal downstairs has been compromised due to the guards inhaling. Let's see. Due to the guards abusing the drugs and terrorizing the raiders outside. Okay. Hey, sorry to interrupt everything, but the deal downstairs has gone completely tits up. The guards are just like completely snorting like all the cocaine, and the trader, just like driving the cart and just like completely smashed the cart of things that you needed for this whole thing. Just completely into the building. The guards are going like completely nuts. They're gonna wreck everything. Um. Not my best role playing, but here's how that's gonna go. Okay. Um. All right. All right. All right. Uh. So yeah, that's gonna be a negotiate roll. Um. It's gonna be a 4 because it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna be they'll be swayed. Um. And I do have a +1, so I just need to roll a 3 or higher. Let's see. Yeah, I think I need to roll. Yeah, I just need to roll a 3 or higher. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, yeah, I think that okay, I think I also have like a crit roll system. So, okay. Okay. So, a crit pass would have been a 5 or more. Um so I roll another d6 on a 6, there's a +1 bonus to the success or failure. So, if I roll another 6, that could just like completely deal with the chase issue. Oh fuck. Nope. Uh, that's okay though. I also have clutches. I also wrote down something for clutches. Your character has 3 per session. Once per roll. That's not a crit. A clutch can be used to add +1 to a roll. Okay, I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that. But yeah, let's see. Furious. The ritual participants charge at the incoming guards to and begin brutalizing them for their supposed incompetence and input. Yeah, hold on. Potence. Insolence. but able to slip past the carnage and continue the pursuit. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Nice. Nice. Is but one staircase away. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, okay, okay. Now, um, can the remaining guard, can the plague zombies be lured to the remaining guard? Yes? Yes? Maybe? Perhaps? Mayhaps? Let me just double check some things. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, can the plague zombie be lured to the remaining guard? We'll see. Oh. Oh, that's a yes. That is a yes. A one is a yes, no matter, even if that was very unlikely, that is a yes. And there's no nuance. Yes. We'll have. Alright, Remont will have to try to get the zombie's attention towards the guard. Um Hey, this one. Hey, this one's trying to evade punishment. The zombies swarm the. Alright, the zombies swarm the guard. Biting into their flesh. Okay, cool. Alright. Chase sequence over. Alright. That's very silly. But I enjoy that. That was very silly. Maybe not so gothic horror, but definitely very silly. I like that. Cool, cool. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Let's see. Go again. Queen, 9, and 2. Okay, so a queen, a 9, and a 2. Vehicle, for some reason. see, religious pilgrims, and a 2. Okay. I think the MacGuffin the MacGuffin is a bit larger than what Remont was led to believe. Maybe that's part of the maybe that was part of the misinformation. That's like, oh yeah, they stole they stole a golden yeah, they stole like a golden ship. They stole a silver vessel. Uh for the silvered vessel was not a mere vase or statuette, but a meta, but a vehicle capable of trans-dimensional travel. Let's say teleportation. Oh. R is not quite clear, but it must be very powerful for the price it has on its return. Vehicle is surrounded by what here be in a a ride for good voyages. A ride for good voyages. They plan to use this device to transport themselves to a divine realm. It is unclear. Moment. Okay. Um. Remont needs this vehicle and needs to get out of here. So how's Remont gonna do that? Uh. So how's Remont gonna do that? Well, clearly something's going on with the device itself, and also there's some carnage going on downstairs. So this has become like a very interesting phenomena around here. Ugh. Water's good. Water's very, very good. Um. Oh wow, it is 2:30 already. Well, I spent most of this like yapping for the first hour, so I'm gonna need to take a bit of a pee break. Guess I need a pee. So I'll be right back to figure out what exactly this is gonna lead to. So just give me a moment. Um, yeah. I mean, we've been at this for like a good chunk of time, so but I think I can excuse myself for this long. So I'll be back. Stay tuned while I take care of business, and we'll see what Remit decides to do. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Uh, all right. Let's try to wrap this up. Okay, so we'll say this is the final scene. It may not actually be the final scene, but it's like I want to wrap this up. I've been at this for oh god. Yeah, I just looked at the I just looked at the Twitch time. Damn. Okay, so and get out of here. So, could just barrel through these guys. There's a few questions I want to ask. One, are there any plague zombies present? Are the participants evil? Are the participants strong enough to stop Remont from just charging through and hopping into the vessel? Spelled vessel wrong. That's okay. All right. So 3 questions I need answers to. So first of all, are there plague zombies present? 2 and 6. So, I'm gonna say that's the answer is yes, but yes, but they don't appear to be active or at least not acting with hostile intent for now. Are the participants evil? I'm gonna go with a 50-50 here. It's gonna be very interesting what the result is. Because if they are evil, then yeah, there's no moral qualms in like just charging through and like just getting it. But if they aren't, it's like I might ask up a follow-up question. Um, yeah, I guess they're evil. Uh, very evil. Um, cool. And are the participants strong enough to stop Remont from discharging through and hopping into the vessel? No. 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 No, they are not. Um. Mm-hmm. Um, attempts to activate the vessel. This is going to be very, very interesting. Because hold on. Let's see. Um I want to use that investigate thing. Um I think that's gonna be yeah, I think this is gonna be an investigate. Let's see. This is gonna be based on a bit of an investigation. So it's gonna be obscure, if not rare information, and since this whole thing was buried under misinformation, it's gonna require like some kind of like general understanding. Some yeah. So we're going to roll twice and take the lower of the two rolls, and this is that's gonna suck. Um. Okay, so we need uh we need a 4 or 5 or higher. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. What? Goddamn. All right, double sixes. That's crazy. Um. Oh my god. Despite all of the obscurities behind the device, Remont was able to successfully operate the machine to transport himself to the rendezvous point. That's not how you spell it, but that's okay. Fargo, Fargola Strawberry. Hey, welcome. Yeah, that was higher than 4 or 5 indeed. Indeed it was. Welcome to the stream. Oh boy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I think that was even like yeah, double crit on a disadvantage and a critical success on top of that. Yeah, just oh man, what a crazy way to like end this goddamn thing. Definitely leaned a lot more sci-fi. Uh, this may have been the reason Remont was selected for this mission. Pure luck. Yeah, Remont is very lucky. It's like I even revised my rules in a way that would actually be detrimental. And yet Remont here was just a very, very lucky thief. Yeah, in a dark fantasy world where everything sucks. That is very funny. Um, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Um, until next time. Wow. Yeah. I really like solo RPGing as like that's why I like I like making up stuff on the fly and just making up these kinds of stories because you never really know what's gonna happen. Like Buck had like a really interesting like mission going through, and it's like yeah, everything's it's going pretty well up until like the last moment, and there was like some drama in that, and Remon's just like fuck it, we ball, and just like crashing through you know misdirecting people, barreling through stuff. It's like fuck it, we ball. This is shut up. Shut up, alarm. Uh, yeah, I love I love doing this. This is so fun. I highly recommend. Yeah, one day I will. He's just the guy. I know, right? It's cool. Damn, he's cool with it. Damn, Ribbit, I didn't know you were cool like that. Uh, yeah. The thing is, like, this is a guy that didn't exist until like a couple of hours ago, and now he's here, and now we've got a little yeah, we got this whole thing with him, and honestly, I really like. Yeah, I really like going through the character creation stuff here. It's like, and then it's just making up arcs for them, and just seeing what happens. Yeah, even if I don't have like full details here, they just sort of like evolve as the story goes on, and things go into crazy places. Um, yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this. One day I'll actually make a document and share it on Itch, but like until then, um, I'm happy with what happened. Okay. Um, yeah, and with that, I'm kind of done with this. Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. I definitely yeah, I was very tired at the very start of the stream, and just really picked up the energy last minute. Um, yeah, these definitely take some time to like it's like what are we doing? What's going on? Uh it's like I don't know. His name is George. I don't know. It's like we'll go with George. And by the end of it, it's like, no, George, please, you gotta clutch this. Yeah, it's like once the arcs actually get started, once the scenes actually like start, getting into place, and you start asking the right questions, that's when solo RPGing can be really really fun, and I enjoy it. And I would love to do more of these. Um, but yeah, that'll be it for now though. So when the investment in the character kicks in. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Investment in a character that didn't exist until like till like an hour ago. Um, yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. I highly recommend it. But yeah, you could obviously like make up your own rules and make up your own stuff. You can use an RPG that's you're familiar with, like D&D, and just like apply some solo RPG stuff to it. Um, but yeah, I'll definitely do more of these in the future. Even if it's not like popular stream that I do, I have fun with it, and that's the point of these streams. Anyway, that's gonna shortcuts. Shortcuts. OBS does not like my shortcuts. That's all. Hold on. I forgot I turned my states off. Hold on. I gotta turn these back on. Where is every? I need a hand here. Hold on. I just need my hands. That's all, folks. Okay. All right. So yeah, tomorrow should be Oddworld, the start of that marathon that I hope to do as often as I can. And after that, on Saturday will be more Hollow Knight, and I hope to see everybody for that. Or at least hope to see more people for that. And if you're not here for these streams, I always save the VODs on YouTube, so you can always check those out. But yeah, I hope to everybody who has been lurking had a good time. I hope everybody watching this in retrospect had a good time, and I hope you. Hold on. I hope you, the audience member watching right now, had a good time as well. And yeah, I hope you take care of yourself for this evening and for the rest of the week and just in general. And I'll see you next time. Until then, this is me signing off. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye. And